Believe it or not, but sound can be described in so many different ways. The physiology of singing and sound production is a complex issue which we're not really going to dive in this essay. But undeniably, our voices are unique and diverse instruments. In other words, it's like each voice is a painting with its own set of tones and colors to it. I'm sure you've heard of sopranos, altos, baritones, tenors, etc. But in this video, I'd like to go a bit further. I believe that every voice can be described by its brightness and temperature, and thus put on the sort of imaginary scale that I made. It's more of a graph, but anyway. So brightness-wise, singers' voices can range from dark to neutral to bright. It is obviously a spectrum, so one dark voice can still sound different to another. And this same pretty much goes for the temperature of the voice, going from cool to warm with neutral in between. And these all mix, creating 9 different vocal archetypes, and these are cool dark, cool neutral, cool bright, warm dark, warm neutral, warm bright, and then neutral dark, neutral, and neutral warm. I'm gonna go over each one and give examples of both male and female singers who I think represent a certain archetype. And I know vocalists are often able to alter their tones, so there's definitely a margin of error here. This system is absolutely no hard science and is not meant to be taken as one, so I ask you to please keep that in mind. The concept behind this video has been inspired by Everglow and her amazing videos on stage presence. I believe in content creation that is not only enjoyable to watch and consume, but also has the power to inspire. So, thank you, Cheryl. With all that said, let's get into it. Cool dark. Voices of this archetype are pretty much impossible to ignore, with their ability to effortlessly cut through the music. The natural darkness of the voice is strengthened by the presence of a cool tone, which also can give a unique, more androgynous quality to it. Those voices aren't very common in pop music, but once you hear them, you won't miss them. The archetype of cool dark is represented by singers like Lady Gaga, Miley, Cyrus, Dua Lipa, and Anastacia.
You say to pull myself together, pull it together, you'll be fine. Tell me what the hell do you know? What do you know? Till it happens to you.
Watch out, boys, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. I am doll arms, big veins, dog bay.
That I'ma love you like a fool, breathe you in till I hallucinate. But I'ma love you like a fool, breathe you in till I hallucinate. Now baby, come on, don't claim that love you never let me feel. I should have known, 'cause you brought nothing real. Come on, be a man about it.
Cool neutral. What you're gonna see in this video is that voices which have a neutral quality to their archetype tend to be a bit more stylistically versatile than the rest. Cool neutral voices possess the cooler tone of the cool dark voices, but they are somewhat in between brightness-wise. They also don't really have the depth of the cool dark archetype. A prime example is JoJo, whose voice many people struggle to describe. Other examples of singers with this archetype would be Jennie of Blackpink or Sugi of Red Velvet.
But I'll not see what I cannot have forever. I'll always love you. I hope you feel the same way. Whoa, you play me dirty. Your game was so bad. You toyed with my addiction. Had to fill up my prescription. Found the remedy. Had to set you free.
Never got a sweat thing. You could bet that never
by the time I'm done I won't be the only one acting like you made me 사랑은 마치 불장난 같아서 가지니까 yeah. 다시 가이 때 아따리 말때君らしいねだけど stay
Cool bright. It is an interesting and not a very common combination. Cool bright voices tend to have sweeter, frosted, and cutting tones to them. I personally think there's something almost mysterious about them. Katy Perry is a prime example, but we also have Irene of Red Velvet or Karina of aespa. Also Adam Lambert, and I think maybe Shawn Mendes.
All your insecurities, all the dirty laundry, never made me blink one time. I will love you unconditionally. 전화해요 밤새 또 놀러가요 함께 Let's start again 돌진해 롤링의 블랑카 말을 걸어주는 나의 aespa 이런 교감 너의 존재 날 가르쳐 내로 이끌었지 그러거나 말거나 세상은 너를 빼고 돌아가
There's no talking to you. It's so sad that you're leaving. It takes time to believe it. After all that's said and done, you're gonna be the lonely one. Oh.
Let's move on to the warm side. Warm, dark voices are cozy. I think that is the best way for me to describe them. They are smooth and comforting, like a warm blanket on the fall evening. Prime examples I came up with are Adele and John Legend.
Guess she gave you things I didn't give to you in a summer haze, bound by the surprise when we are both so deeply stuck in our way.
Come bring me your softness, comfort me through all this madness. Woman, don't you know I'm born again? Woman, don't you know I'm born again?
Warm neutral. Again, these voices enjoy quite a lot of stylistic versatility. They seem to have slightly less depth and weight to them, but they still have that almost MIDI texture. The vocalists representing this archetype include, but are not limited to, Perrie Edwards, Morissette Amon, more recently Kelly Clarkson, and I believe the one and only Whitney Houston.
And there's no one to blame but the drink in my wandering hands at the Beachwood Cafe, yeah. And it kills me 'cause I know we run out of things we can say. Without it, life is wasted time. Look inside your heart and I look inside mine. We're just hanging on, facing our fear and standing out there all alone. Oh yeah, yeah. Where I can talk
a quiet place. It's close by.
Warm bright. Those voices are vibrant and sound effortlessly joyful, charismatic, and romantic. This archetype is represented by vocalists like Olivia Rodrigo, Wendy of Red Velvet, Tori, and Mariah Carey.
Lately it hits a bit different. Realize the wave I've been missing. I let it get too deep, but now I'm living blissfully. Oh yeah, smelling roses all the time. Can't mess with my peace of mind. Used to be so blue, but I'm, yeah, now I'm
후회하지 않아요. 울지도 않아요. 당신이 먼저 가버린 뒤 나 혼자 외로워지며 그때 빗 속에 젖어 Your eyes, I can see you clearly, vividly emblazoned in my mind, and yet you're so far, like a distant star. Love will make it alright if you just believe in me. Lying safe within your arms, I'm born again.
Next we have our neutrals, dark neutral. Those voices sound sturdy, powerful, and mature, but they don't really lean on either side temperature-wise. The examples include Beyonce, Jennie Hudson, and I think Jessie J as well.
I know you don't care too much, but I still care. You just don't know it yet. No matter how hard it gets, you got my blood in ya. Oh, oh, oh. I'm alright. I'm not much of a talker, and I drink from the water.
With his song telling my whole life, with his words killing me softly, with his song. And listen for a while, and there he was, this young boy, a stranger to my eyes, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words.
Bright neutrals sound naturally youthful, fresh, and light. They can come off as somewhat warm at times, but not as warm as true warm bright voices.
You love it how I move you, love it how I touch you, my one. When all is said and done, tell you all the things you should know. So baby, take my hand, say let's go. It lingers when we're done. You really got us one.
Dancing like no one's there. I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. Love the way you love your mom. Take on all your friends' problems, and still somehow stop the world for us.
And last but not least, pure neutral. To be completely honest, I'm not sure this archetype even exists. It would have to be an extremely balanced, not blend, but balanced voice. In terms of its brightness and temperature, Ailey kinda comes to my mind, or Jade Thirlwall, but I'm not really sure. I leave this one to you guys. Of course, there is more to the voice than just its brightness and temperature. There is still more textures and colors for us to explore and dive into, but that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't use it as any official system. This is meant to be enjoyable and present a different perspective. Please help me add more singers to each archetype and let me know if you have a favorite voice archetype. I'm looking forward to reading your comments. And yes, that is all I have for you guys in today's video. I think it was cool. I had fun making it. And yeah, see you soon. For now, bye guys. Dude, I cannot listen to me speaking English. Like, why is my voice so high when I speak English? Like, come on. Bye guys.